Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
In this sacred manual of power manifestation, which serves as a scriptural authority containing the Shastra Pramanas, eternal unchangeable truths, Apta Pramanas, Atma Pramanas, Sakshi Pramanas, and Prataksha Pramanas, we present to you the various powers of Paramashiva. By this, we place before humanity the supreme authenticity of the power manifestation science established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashiva has systematically revealed these powers in their purest forms as various techniques and revelations to experience pure oneness with Paramashiva. As a direct experience of oneness with Paramashiva, his Shaktis powerfully manifest in an initiated being at different levels of human consciousness, physicality, physiology, psychology, and neurology permanently. We offer these power manifestation manuals to celebrate your experience of oneness with the Supreme Paramashiva. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam, Jnana Paddhati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadusham Tattvamasya Lakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created, destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created, liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase, Agora Murti has is 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has is 5 phase, Satyojata Murti has his 5 phase, Ishana Murti has his 5 phase. All these 5 Murtis, 5 phases put together is 25 phases of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient Enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovereign Order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam and Nithyananda Order of Monks, Nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagwan now explains who is His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada. The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity which is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state.
Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati for the power of body scanning, special issues scanning for any ailment that is required, powerful cognition from Bhagavan Satsang.
Imagine your body as a cloth tie stitched with kavi and white cloth. Kavi is the maroon and white cloth. Maroon is the consciousness and white is your body, matter. There are millions of stitches with which both are attached and your body is functioning. Any fracture you go through is only one stitch breaking, that's all. Only one stitch broke, that's all, nothing else. If you understand your consciousness and body is put on it and millions of stitches are made, one stitch breaking will not be a pain. It will not be a pain. It is not that I am insensitive to what is happening. Please understand, I am not insensitive to what is happening. I am not naming it wrongly. Actually, the whole night I am not sleeping. But don't think I am having pain and rolling on the bed, that is why I am not sleeping. No. I am just relaxing in samadhi and seeing the whole process happening. From this point to this point, full speed they are getting back to their original state. I can see, now I can heal thousands of people very fast because so much of healing energy is radiating through this hand now. For this hand to get healed, tremendous pressure of healing energy is working, expressing. That's why I decided from today I will start the Sarvadarshan. A normal man will name the same action as an intense burning, excruciating pain. All I am doing is I am not naming it. I am just enjoying it. Come on, it's our body. Let's be friendly. Do what needs to be done. That's it. I can tell you, friendliness with the body can teach thousands of things. you have burning all over the body, sit with it deeply. What is exactly happening in me? I saw very clearly in the initial level as if this end to this end the process was going on. When I looked in, narrowed down, it got zeroed in. Just on one point where that fracture is getting mended, where the fracture is healing. I could see very clearly where the fracture is healing, that in that spot that process is happening. I thought, oh God, that's all. Nothing else. There is no such thing as excruciating pain. Another one thing, your body has an intelligence of automatic anesthetic quality. I saw very clearly, it automatically makes all other parts unaware. It has its own inbuilt system of anesthesia. Shows very clearly, life is compassionate to you and your individual personal experience. Meditate how your whole body is stitched with consciousness. I can tell you, thousands of pains, unnecessary sufferings you go through can be drastically healed and reduced, cleared, meditating on all the points where your body is stitched with consciousness, awakening those points is what I call Kundalini awakening. Then you will realize when you are embodied, that is the most crucial, excruciating pain. Then any other fracture can happen. Any disturbance can happen to your body. Meditate on how many parts of your body is stitched with consciousness. I can tell you millions of points. Your body and consciousness is stitched internally and externally, layer by layer by layer. Contemplate on that. Meditate on that.
Such a powerful cognition to go beyond the pain. How? Layer by layer by layer, consciousness and body is stitched. And if you start focusing on the consciousness, the Kundalini raises and simply manifest as powers. Now, let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
स्वदेहे जगतो वापि सूक्ष्म सूक्ष्मतराणि च तत्त्वानि यानि निलयं ध्यात्वान्ते व्यज्यते परा.
Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 54, Dharana 31. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest consecutive principle of your whole body or the whole universe simultaneously consist of essential reality. They are being absorbed in the source cause, Paramashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi Adi Shakti, is revealed and the supreme powers of power manifestation happens. Bhagavan beautifully says in this powerful cognition how our body consciousness and the matter is stitched. If you take a maroon for consciousness, and white for the matter, how it is all stitched, and one thread in matter pulls out, how it is understood as a pain, and how the body is so compassionate that life cannot violate you, so it creates its own anesthesia and protects that place. And it also, the heat, the healing gushes in like anything and manifests as powers of healing the whole place. How compassionate is consciousness. Even in this, Bhagavan looks at the pain as compassion, and he tells how he goes beyond it by just sitting and observing all through the night what is happening through his hand. Such a beautiful space of manifesting the powers going beyond the pain and understanding our body, how we exist in different layers. Layer after layer after layer, we have collected all the patterns, the pain patterns emotionally, physically, mentally, all kinds of things in relation, in job, in finance, all the way through. We have collected so many pain bodies that we carry, and removing the pain bodies will make us liberated from all these pains and make us understand that it is only a tapas which is given to us during the tough times for us to stand up to the higher reality. Again and again, when Bhagavan reminds us how we need to start living beyond the pain, and the pain is not real, when we start seeing where is it arising from, you can never find the spot because it does not first exist. It is only gushing of the healing which can be experienced. The heat and the gushing of feeling of healing is the only thing which is left as we understand as pain. So beautiful, so powerful. Let's go up the Pramana. Here during the Mahabharata war, Gandhari knew all her sons would be killed as they were doing adharma. This is from the Srimad Bhagavatam 1.7.13 and 14. Here, from that, she wanted to save her life of her son Duryodhana. Because of the ultimate devotion and chastity, she was blessed with a boon that when she removes her blindfold eyes, her energy can make anyone as strong as thunderbolt. So she asked Duryodhana to come in front of her without any clothes, so that she can see him and energize his body so that he cannot be killed. But Krishna played the role in that and made him wear something so that he is not going naked in front of his mother. And Krishna's Leela, so beautiful that Gandhari felt, oh my God, you are still not protected even though I opened my eyes. She had and looks at Duryodhana. Such a powerful scan happens, but in the middle where he had covered, the whole point is lost. Again, Duryodhana was played by Krishna's Leela. Now let's go to the Atma Pramana, adding strength to your life. You is life. For 10 years, we have video recorded evidence, at least 12,000 hours of me sitting. Understand, I have never had back pain even for a minute. I am taking out many people's back pain, and I have jumped so much but never fallen. Anyhow, listen, any way you do should go on adding more and more strength to you. If there's something weakness, look in and align it. When I saw this cough is happening because of continuous talking, I did not stop talking. I just looked inside where the exact problem is and aligned it. Now, literally, it is there.
Integrity, completion with your thinking is authenticity. Completion with your feeling is responsibility. Completion with your living is enlightenment. Completion with your body is yoga. Completion with your breathing is pranayama. Listen. Every action you do, every habit you build up should be leading you to more and more joy, strength. Sorry, I withdraw the word joy. I add the word strength. Sometimes some things gives you joy but doesn't give you strength. I wanted to congratulate the CVS retail chain stores all over the world have decided to stop selling tobacco and tobacco related products. CVS is one of the largest retail chain stores. I congratulate them. Strength. Today I'll expand on strength. Understand, everything you do in your life should be adding strength to you. Then it is nectar. If it is adding weakness to you, it is poison. Whether your eating habit, sleeping habit, working habits, sometimes sitting habit, the way you sit, and dancing habit, and very important, thinking habit. Some of the biggest habits which you forget is your speaking habits, your thinking habits, your feeling habits, your living habits. Listen. Some of the very important habits you have, you take them for granted. Your sitting habit decides whether you are planning for a back pain or a healthy back. Just the alignment in your sitting habit, not only you will not have pain, you will be getting more and more strength. At least we have video recorded evidence for last 10 years. I am just sitting. For last 10 years, we have video recorded evidence of at least 12,000 hours me sitting. Understand? I have never had back pain even for a minute. And taking out many people's back pain.
Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramanas are the disciples who have been initiated by Bhagavan into the power of manifestation of body scanning. Now they are sharing their experience with everybody.
This is Ma Nitya Shivarupananda from the Nithyananda Peetham, Paddhati, Bengaluru, Adinam. And I'm here to share about this extraordinary Diksha all of us got a couple of days ago. This was the Diksha of remote healing, just being able to see people through the third eye and just holding them in the space of our third eye and be able to heal them beyond really what we have been able to do. I know Swamiji has always been able to heal people, just bring them out of cancer or just bring them out of addiction, bring them out of diabetes with one look. And what I see now is he has actually transmitted the power to us. See, that's what makes an avatar, just being able to hand it to you, just like I might hand you a handkerchief or a cell phone. He is able to hand over to us a power that he has in this mystical process called the initiation or Diksha. So the Diksha we got, the fortunate few that were here in Paddhati Adinam, as well as those that were logged in from over the world, the Diksha we got was one of being able to remotely heal. And of course, Swamiji, although he's the ultimate traditionalist grounded in the authentic Hindu scriptures, he is also the ultra modern person. So we immediately got a few doctors and we had them test this power, where we found people that had some diabetes as well as blood sugar here in the Adinam, as well as all over the world. And we took their blood sugar, and after the healing was over, which took a few minutes, we tested their blood sugar again. And this blood sugar showed a dramatic drop. Without anything, they did not exercise, they did not take any pill. All they had is an initiated disciple of Swamiji look at them through the third eye, and that healing energy, that power of Swamiji's third eye radiating through our third eye simply cured them. Swamiji did mention that this was organ level healing, which meant it was permanent. It is permanent, and of course this is just the start of an extraordinary happening. I have no doubt that this method of healing will be the default method of healing going forward. Of course, why would you want to spend so much money on blood tests and invasive surgeries and so many other things? I'm just talking to you about diabetes, but imagine being able to simply melt a tumor in you. Imagine being able to remove the sediment that has deposited on your arteries in your heart, a kidney stone that is there. This is possible, and we are through modern science validating it. But what we are seeing here is that possibility, is that that reality really starting to show with the initiation of Swamiji. And this wasn't just initiation that happened when we are here in Paddhati. Even people via two-way video conferencing received this initiation. We had one person from Plano, Texas report that she healed her husband, who was an extreme diabetic, taking insulin up to 5 times a day, and immediately his blood sugar went from 222 to 130 or thereabouts. So this works. All I'm saying is try it. You have nothing to lose, especially if you have diabetes or someone you love or someone you know has diabetes or any other disease. Asthma is yet another disease that we can work with this, and easily you will see people being cured. Whether it's these diseases that are very psychosomatic in nature, things like these autoimmune diseases, they all have a heavy mind component that can very easily also be cured using third eye, cancers even. So what I'm trying to tell you is really extraordinary breakthroughs are happening here in Paddhati, Bengaluru, in the presence of His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda Swamiji, when he is initiating us into these various powers. These powers, this lifestyle is the default way in which all of us are going to be living in the future.
Beautiful sharing. Now let's get into the instruction and verification to understand how to manifest the power of body scanning, especially for the special issues, and go through the Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study behind body scanning.
Pratyaksha Pramana. Scientific studies, what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state. Healing visible on brain activity. On April of 2005, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam met with Dr. William Collins, a leading researcher and neurofeedback specialist in St. Louis, USA. He requested to study the brain activity of Swamiji along with that of a patient at the time he was healing the latter. The patient was injured in a car accident 10 years earlier and consequently suffered from affected nerves. The world is not going to believe this, exclaimed Dr. Collins, at seeing the outstanding observations recorded. Source taken from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 1, an introduction, page 60 and 61, paragraph titled During Healing. Now, we will watch a video presenting the scientific research and discovered phenomena on Swamiji during the healing meditation and enlightenment.
Like most enlightened masters, one of the unique gifts that Nithyananda has to offer to humanity is healing, called as Nithya spiritual healing. Nithya spiritual healing has been baffling the medical world, healing people from migraine to cancer. He has personally touched and healed thousands of people all over the world. Nithyananda participates and encourages scientific researchers to derive evidences for meditation and healing through meditation. Research has been done on the brainwave patterns, heart rate variability, and skin conductance level tests when Nithyananda was healing. The heart rate variability analysis is a useful tool to explore energetic transactions between two subjects. As shown in the graph, shifts in the power spectra signal were recorded in the receiving volunteer during healing by Swamiji, and also when Swamiji was sending healing energy into the room, not specifically directed to any subject. The skin conductance level is a measure of skin conductance to electricity. Sensors were fitted to the fingertips of Swamiji, and during healing, sudden increase in skin conductance level was observed as Swamiji is running energy to deliver during healing. Both heart rate variability and skin conductance level showed that during healing there is increased level of sympathetic autonomic nervous system activity as the energy is focused for healing.
Setting up things for scanning, body scanning, camera, timestamp, Jnana, pencil and paper, partner. Explain to the partner step by step what all you will be doing so that they will know exactly what they need to experience. Download the timestamp app, click on the video, ensure the time is shown on the camera on the screen very clearly. Make sure the camera is facing you. Make sure few minutes to set up so that you don't miss the Shakti Avishkarna. Guidelines to manifest the power. Turn on the video. Apply the Jnana and bring your awareness to your third eye. Ask the partner to write down the special issues of our body. Pen down what special issues are seen through your third eye. Verify the partner, the special issues which have been revealed through the third eye. If it matches exactly, then you manifested the powers. Start celebrating the whole thing. As you celebrate, more and more manifestation happens. Verify the video is authentic and start sharing the videos with others with powerful cognition. Listen to others' video for manifesting the power of Parameshiva.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye, And sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg, and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva, sitting, means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hence, sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada, makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes these external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched, because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched, by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. You need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything
which brings tiredness or boredom, has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya, pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness, through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers. They start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea-based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on.
So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nithyananda. Nithyananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye. Again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone. Nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Paramashivoham. Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Verification process. Verify that no video editing is done on the Shakti Avishkarna videos. Verify the video is not stopped or restarted during the process. All video is verified with the timestamp and wide angle view. No clues or hints should be given. No Bluetooth or gadgets to Google. No, you can use Aushadha, Yantra, Kavi, Banyan leaf, mirror, Paramashivashila. Authentically write all details of the specific issue and match it with the exactly as is revealed, and do not tamper with the data. Thank you for participating in this power manifestation.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar manifesting power groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the power manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Parameshwaram Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnana Paddhati, Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nithyananda.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham